All Hands Raised to me is promoting relationships, promoting racial equity, and promoting what is best for kids and best practices. And it's getting all the right people at the table.
How we take this racial equity work and we make schools welcoming, productive learning environments is at the heart of the strategy. Because if we don't get that done, we have a huge share of our population, and a growing one, who really is locked out of opportunity.
All Hands Raised is helping us have those difficult conversations that we may not have had without them.
That's a huge thing that All Hands Raised does, is it pulls people together, it puts us side by side, it keeps us on target.
We all come from different backgrounds and we bring different things to the table, and really racializing equity means looking at each and every kid, each and every person as what do they need? What does the whole child need?
It's empowering, it's exhilarating to be in a room with people who are so committed to opening every door for every student that comes to us. And that's what this work brings.
This work takes time, that there are no silver bullets, that there's a tremendous amount of community engagement that needs to take place. These problems are complex and they require interventions from lots of different actors.
That we have better engagement in our schools when we work closely with our community partners. And All Hands Raised is all about that. All Hands Raised is all about how do we leverage our partnerships, not just with our community partners, nonprofit ones, but with our business community, with our city commissioners, with our mayor, all of it.
These are dots. Even though in the school these are dots, but there's no connection. All Hands Raised did this connection.
That's the power, is understanding that the community at large is really responsible for moving these indicators, and unless you engage them all in that very complicated work, you're not going to get anywhere.
So we can sit together, we can talk together, we can support together.
All of those transitions are absolutely critical, and they require adults in different systems to interact with one another, and that's what All Hands Raised does so beautifully, is that bridge building between those systems that we built. All Hands Raised value add has been especially powerful at transition points. They're doing great work now in making sure that all students know what federal financial aid is available to them to go to college.
So there's been an incredible change in FAFSA completion in our county since All Hands Raised convened different teams from different schools and across districts.
As a kid is transitioning from the home into kindergarten, or from 8th grade into 9th grade, or from high school into college, those are all big, life-changing, scary, intimidating transitions, both for the student and for the parents.
And I think All Hands Raised helps those conversations. It helps to prevent the silos that happen between schools, institutes of higher education, business, all of it.
So what's different about the work is that it pivots from problem diagnosis to fixing the problem. And I would say that 80 to 85% of the activity in All Hands Raised moves beyond the measurement and the diagnosis of the problem into how are we going to move these measures.
They have the data and it's beautiful, and we're able to look through things really clearly to see versus what we think and then what we actually come to find out. And I think as teachers, sometimes we remember what we think, but if we're not looking at the data, that our decisions aren't as efficient or effective.
They're always providing data, what we need, and then every information what we need, what we are doing okay, we are doing this way. No one is perfect, but as long as we can see in the mirror, the whole team can figure out how we can fix, how we can go for the further.
There's commitments. We have an action item that we're like committing to doing, and then we come back and do it to the table. There's so many things going on every day in a teacher's life, but when you know every month I'm gonna come to the table with All Hands Raised, it holds you accountable because you need that.
It's that movement and that transition away from admiring the problem to working on the problem. That is the magic of All Hands Raised. So I'm hopeful because All Hands Raised has pulled the community together to lean into the education challenges that we have and to knit together all of these policies and programs that we have from a wide variety of education, health, and social service sectors to make these schools and broader community work for all kids.
And when you put people in a room that all have this mission around breaking down barriers for people that come to you wanting hope, that is so empowering.
My hope would be that the conversations that we are having now that are causing a lot of discomfort become a more normalized and expected thing that we're doing, and that we're always looking for ways that we are being equitable to every student who walks through our door.
As I hope and I wish is All Hands Raised can expand more schools and more partnership.
So that would be my hope, that in the next 10 years, the work we're doing is able to spread out to the county and the state.